There are a number of ways to import external data into your published SWF file at runtime. One way is to use the same methods demonstrated previously for dynamically loading SWF movies into your Flash projects, namely, to load external data using the loader class in conjunction with the URL request class. To see an example of this technique, loading external image files, open up the load2_JPEG_final file from the Work Files folder. Once this is loaded into Flash, do a Control Test Movie. Notice that you'll see a set of buttons on the stage. Clicking on each button will bring up an external JPEG image file onto the stage. Each image file replaces the image file before it. If we look at the code for this, you'll notice that I'm using the same myLoader loader function here. So I'm using the same loader class and the URL request class to get these external images into another FLA file here. Let's go ahead and minimize that. Now, to practice this technique, you'll need 3 JPEG files that are approximately 500 pixels wide by 375 pixels tall. Each should be 72 ppi. They should be named image1, image2, and image3.jpg. Place these in a folder called images in the same folder where you're saving your working FLA files. You can also use the 3 JPEG images of these same names that I've saved in the Work Files folder. In this case, be sure to save your working FLA files in this same Work Files folder. Start by opening up a new ActionScript 3.0 file in Flash. Name this load_JPEG. Change the stage size to 800 by 600 pixels by clicking anywhere on the file here in the stage or the outside of the stage area, and then open up the Properties Inspector and change here in the Properties setting for stage size. Change that to approximately 800 by 600. Next, name the top layer of your timeline actions and then create another layer, label it buttons. Next, create a new button symbol called button_image1 by choosing Menu, Insert, New Symbol, and then go ahead and name your symbol. Make sure that type says button. I've already created a symbol here in the library. Once you do create that new symbol, you'll get a brand new timeline, a button timeline with an up, over, down, and hit states. Create a rectangular box to make the button shape, and then add a label called image1. In the over frame, change the color of the box, also change the color of the text label. I changed mine to red. Then go ahead in the second layer, add a nice hit rectangle. First create a blank keyframe and then draw a rectangle over your button so that you have a nice large hit area. Next, go back to the library and create 2 duplicates of that button by choosing Duplicate from the contextual menu there. Change the name to button image 2. Click OK. Then double click on button image 2 and go ahead and change the labels. I'm going to double click on the button there here in the up frame, and let's change that from image 1 to image 2. I'm going to change the red version as well, so the rollover also is labeled image 2. Then go ahead and create another duplicate of the button. Call this one button_image 3. Go ahead and change the names as well of the labels from button 1 or button 2 to button 3 there, depending on which one you copied, like so. So now I have 3 identical buttons here in the library with different labels and also named differently. This would be a good point to save your file again. File, save, like so.